Stop fidgeting. Gonna make people sick.
You're making people sick.
You're making
by
people
your
sick.
shaky hands.
Sick me.
I have to prop up against this then. Well, guys, I'm having to prop up against the counter to stop myself from moving. I'm sleepy. Anyways, I'm Cass James. This is Iron Sharpens Iron, and we're once again back at Upper Room to hear Jacob Pullen speak tonight. Tonight's going to be a little different, so shorter for him. So I hope you guys enjoy, and or hopefully shorter anyway.
I hope the sound is okay, or hope
Can you
that
hear
they can
me?
you. Good, because my hand was kind of covering the
Oh
microphone.
my gosh, Victor.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy Jacob Pullen at Upper Room tonight, giving his message, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
And see, looking at it from the outside, looking in, you would think that he's about to lose his son. And if you don't know anything about Abraham, he was 100 years old when Isaac was born. And he had spent so much time waiting for Isaac. And this was the thing that he had been waiting for, and this was the thing that he had been praying for. And when it finally got here, God told him to sacrifice what he had been praying for. And you see, you could look at it from Abraham and you could see how he could be mad. And you could see how he looked at it. It was like, God, that's unfair. You don't know what I put in. God, you don't know how much I need this thing. But you see, I think that when you look back in Scripture in chapter 15, a lot of people miss it. Where it says where God said through your son Isaac, he said, I will multiply your seed more than the stars. Matter of fact, he took him outside and he said, look up in the sky. You see those stars? You can't count them, so will your descendants be through Isaac. So in a situation like this, when he takes Isaac, see, we look at it as, wow, he's taken and he's going to die. But I believe Abraham knew something. I believe Abraham had enough faith to where if God said that he was going to do it, no matter what happened, no matter if he took the knife with him, as it says, and goes to slaughter his son, he knew that if God had blessed it and if God had been with him in the past, he was still going to provide for him in the future. That God was going to take the very thing that he was going to sacrifice. And you say, Jacob, how could he do that? How could he get on top of that mountain? Because he left everybody behind him, just him and Isaac. And they went up on top of the mountain. And like I said, this is where I just want to close. Because there's something really powerful in this. Is that he went up in the land of Moriah. And he went up to what is named Mount Moriah. And when he got up to the top of it, it said that he bound Isaac. He laid him down on the altar. It said that he did all of this. And that's cool. I've heard this 100 times. I heard it when I was 1. I'll hear it when I'm 71. But we miss. Man, when you go to the geography of Mount Moriah and you look at it, man, Mount Moriah keeps popping back up in Scripture. Where Abraham took his son Isaac, it doesn't end on Mount Moriah. You see, because his grandson Jacob goes to Mount Moriah. You've heard of the vision of Jacob's ladder where he sees angels coming down and going up from heaven. And it's a messianic symbol and it's all of this. But that happened on Mount Moriah. David goes to Mount Moriah. David goes to Mount Moriah, and then Solomon goes to Mount Moriah. And what does this mean? A bunch of historical facts. What I'm saying is that there's something that when you get to the top of Mount Moriah that you see. And really quick, I just want to say that tonight my entire message is, man, when you stand on top of Mount Moriah, where another Bible character went, named of Melchizedek, and I know this is, but just hear me out. He goes up on top of the mountain, and God tells him to start a village. Basically, God tells him, he said, start a village here. Does it really mean much when you look at it? Because that village's name was Salem. That doesn't really mean much to me. But we know that village today as Jerusalem. And it was started on Mount Moriah. What does Mount Moriah have to do with anything? I believe when you get to the top of Mount Moriah, it's not what you do. It's not when you go to sacrifice for God. It's not what you do to go when you give something up for God. It's what happens on that. And I believe in our lives, some of us have been to that mountain. Some of us has been to that to where God told us, or we laid something down that hurt, that we had wanted for so long. But if God told us to lay it down, we're going to lay it down. And we've journeyed to Mount Moriah, just like David, just like Abraham. We say, we know what you mean. Because man, when you get to Mount Moriah, there's another mountain right beside it. And if you take the original translation of it, it's Mount Golgotha. Once again, Jacob, that doesn't mean anything to me. Translate that again. It means Mount of the Skull. Still, that's cool. What does that have to do with anything? When you take that word and you translate it even further, it translates into Calvary, what you would know as Mount Calvary, where another father would take his son, and just like Isaac came toting some wood. Go to that verse straight if you can. Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering. I say all that, I did all that to tell you that Isaac, the son of the father, Isaac had to be loaded up with some wood, and he had to climb a mountain because he was Abraham's sacrifice, because that's what God had told him to do. And I believe that, what's that mean? What does that have anything to do with? It sounds cool, but I believe if when you think about it, and you think about a mountain not too far off to the side of it, I believe when Abraham got to Mount Moriah, it wasn't what he was about to do. I believe it was what God was revealing to him that God was going to do. Because when he got to the top of Mount Moriah, Genesis 15 verse 1 says that he encountered a vision and he encountered revelation. And we don't know what that revelation is. But I believe when he got to Mount Moriah, he encountered a revelation of Abraham, you're giving up your son, and your son can be spared. But I want you to see the revelation that one day, right over there, I'm going to give my son up, and he's not going to be spared. I'm here tonight to point you to one thing. It's what Upper Room was founded in, but more than that, it's what changed my life. And it's what changed everybody's lives that have ever walked into it. Hunter, what's the one thing that changed your life? Was it a sermon? No. Was it a good worship song? No. Was it a really good band? Really deep? I like Bethel. They're deep. Was that it? No. What was it?
Presence of God, Jesus.
I believe that when we ourselves walk up on top of on our own Mount Moriah, to where I'm going to give something down, I'm going to lay something out for God. But see, Abraham knew it had nothing to do with what he was going to give up for God. It had everything to do with what God had given up for him.
Hey guys.
I'm patient little thing.
Alright, I just realized I was chewing gum. I went and watched the intro a while ago, so I'm sorry about that. That was rude of me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm Cass James. It's Iron Sharpens Iron. Follow me on Instagram at @TheCassJames.
The Cash James.
The Cass James.
Good Lord, I have to keep up with everything these days.
Anyways, I'm tired. I'm going home and going to bed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.